Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Monday Night Raw. My name is Giovanni, I am your color commentator, and right now we have the King of Kings, Triple H, coming down to the ring. For what reasons, they are unknown, honestly. I have no idea what the King of Kings is doing here tonight, but it doesn't look like he's here to fight. It looks like he's here in a suit, it looks like he just means business tonight. Looks like we're going to hear what Triple H has to say about the flagship show of WWE Monday Night Raw. Wow, what an announcement by Triple H. Vince McMahon announcing his retirement from the WWE, stepping down and giving Triple H his position. Now he has the power of the World Wrestling Entertainment in his hands, and he decided to merge Monday Night Raw and Tuesday Night SmackDown Live together as the main event here, AJ Styles versus Roman Reigns for the Undisputed Men's Championship. Later on tonight, we also have Ronda Rousey, the Raw Women's Champion, taking on SmackDown Live Women's Champion Charlotte Flair to become the Undisputed Women's Champion. And before that match, we have Seth Rollins, the Intercontinental Champion, taking on Shinsuke Nakamura to become the unified, workhorse division of the WWE. Well, up next, for opening the show, Monday Night Raw, we have the team of Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre, Monday Night Raw, tag team champions, going on against the New Day representing SmackDown Live. Here we got the Raw tag team champions coming out first. Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler. These men have dominated the tag team division on Monday Night Raw since they beat the B team for their championships, and oh my god, look at them mocking their competition. Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler making fun of the New Day by coming out the way they do. McIntyre's even got the towel that Big E used to use back in the day when New Day were on their reign to become the longest reigning tag team champions in WWE history. But Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler, this tag team has formed up ever since Dolph Ziggler came back from WWE and brings Drew McIntyre with them out of nowhere. And both of these men have been taking on WWE's tag team division by storm. Before, Drew McIntyre was just a manager for Dolph Ziggler back when Dolph Ziggler and Seth Rollins had a little feud for the Intercontinental Championship going back and forth, but ever since SummerSlam, they decided to team up, take on the tag team division. Look where they're at now, on the top of the world on Monday Night Raw.
On WWE Universe, don't you dare be sour. Clap for your tag champs and feel the power.
Ladies and gentlemen, your SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions, the New Day, and as you hear the WWE Universe just roaring in cheers. Got Big E on the right, Big E on the left, Kofi Kingston on the right. I was thinking stage right and stage left. We got Xavier Woods in the middle, the brains behind the three of these men. There is no leader in the New Day, they say, but you know the smart one is the man with the PhD in the middle, Mr. Xavier Woods, with Francesca in his left hand. The New Day have become the longest reigning WWE Tag Team Champions in history after beating Demolition's record. But the ones to stop that reign when they were on Monday Night Raw was the Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro, back when they were just starting off as a tag team. The crowd is just going crazy. Excuse me, for the New Day. I'm so excited for this match. This is quite a banger for the opening episode of Monday Night Raw. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be the last time you see those titles separate from each other, as we got the Raw Tag Team Champions and the SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions unifying the belt for the Unified Tag Team Championships on Monday Night Raw. The only show left now in WWE is Raw and NXT. As Xavier Woods is interrupting me with Francesca, going crazy with a Big E now, focusing on the right arm. Dolph Ziggler with the elbow to the forehead. As I was saying earlier, this will be the last time we'll see Raw and SmackDown Championships separated. There is no more SmackDown Live, as Triple H says he wants to build one solid foundation roster from Raw and then one solid foundation roster, I assume, with NXT. Big E now with the upper hand with the momentum, dragging Dolph Ziggler away from his corner. Big E now just grabbing Dolph Ziggler, lifting him up and smashing him with the forearm smash. The crowd sounds really upset, so that New Day was being mocked by Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler, because there's a lot of heat tonight No matter how much Xavier toots that horn, the trombone, excuse me, there's just a lot of heat tonight for Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. Dolph Ziggler now with a kick to the right side of Big E's face. See, Drew McIntyre is now playing with the crowd as Dolph Ziggler's got Big E in a headlock. Forms that headlock into a handstand while still holding that headlock in real tight. Dolph Ziggler now tagging in Drew McIntyre, keeping each other fresh. Very smart from the Raw Tag Team Champions as Drew McIntyre climbs on the second turnbuckle. Calls Big E up. What is Drew going for here? Calling Big E up to his feet. Looks like it was going to be a jumping single hand axe handle, but Big E picking him up with a really big back body drop. As Big E now walking over to the corner. He's looking to tag in Kofi, and he is tagging in Kofi Kingston. Once again, both teams very smart about this. They're not new to this tag team thing, especially the New Day. As Kofi Kingston is tossed across the ring, but Kofi comes back with a European uppercut now. Kofi coming back with a neck breaker to the one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions, Drew McIntyre. Kofi Kingston now picking up Drew McIntyre. I believe Kofi Kingston is Dolph Ziggler is the one with the most experience in the WWE ring out of these four men. Kofi Kingston was experienced out of the New Day, as Drew McIntyre now with 2 shots to the side of the skull of Kofi Kingston and slamming him down, but Drew McIntyre getting his left arm focused on Kofi Kingston, working on that left arm, possibly going for some sort of maybe submission finish tonight. We don't know. Kofi Kingston's always got something new up his sleeve, especially in a Royal Rumble match. As now Drew McIntyre tagging in Dolph Ziggler. Once again, keeping both men fresh, as the crowd is still just booing the crap out of out of Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler. Kofi Kingston now reversing Dolph Ziggler. Setting up now for a suplex. Dolph Ziggler reverses and counters him with a right hand in the midsection. Dolph Ziggler now going for a neck breaker. A neck breaker stunner happens to Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston now stuck into the corner of the Raw Tag Team Champions as they split the ring directly in half from the New Day. So now Kofi is stuck in the Raw Tag Team Champions side of the ring as Kofi now trying to crawl away, but Dolph Ziggler catches it. And Dolph Ziggler grabs Kofi, but Kofi kicks him away. Will he be able to reach the corner with Kofi jumping clothesline? And Kofi Kingston trying to fight through. Picking up Dolph Ziggler now. Dolph Ziggler with a kneeling fireman carry for a reversal. And now Dolph Ziggler getting whipped, in the corner. And look at the hops on Kofi Kingston as the crowd is chanting Kofi. Oh, the European uppercut. Dolph Ziggler's now sitting in the turnbuckle. Looks like Dolph Ziggler catches the boot of Kofi. Swipes the leg backwards to Kofi Kingston, landing face first onto the mat. That could not have felt very well at all, ladies and gentlemen. Dolph Ziggler with another neckbreaker stunner type move as Kofi rolls over, trying to get out of the way. Dolph Ziggler trying to sneak behind him. Dolph Ziggler now with multiple elbow drops. The third. We're about to see the heart attack elbow drop sequence. He's on his 6th one. The crowd is chanting on Kofi as they are counting on how many elbow drops he is receiving from Dolph Ziggler. The crowd just really wants Kofi Kingston, trying to give him as much momentum as they can from giving him love from the crowd. Kofi now throwing Dolph over the top rope. Shoulder tackle by the SmackDown Live Tag Team Champion as Drew McIntyre steps in between them. But Kofi doesn't care. He steps beside him and rolls underneath the ropes. Kofi Kingston now working on that left leg. As you see, the crowd is just going crazy tonight. You can't chanting Kofi. The crowd's really behind Kofi Kingston tonight. Geez, even those right hand shots by Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler now hitting Kofi Kingston with the knee to the face, throwing Kofi back into the ring. Drew McIntyre applies as Big E was trying to reach for the tag, but couldn't. Kofi couldn't reach all the way. Now zigzag out of nowhere by Dolph Ziggler to Kofi. Will he get the 3-1? And Big E breaks up at the count of 1. Oh my God, the double team. as Drew McIntyre just throws Big E to face in the direction of the right hand from Dolph Ziggler, as Drew is just yelling at Big E. Drew McIntyre now tagged in by Dolph Ziggler, excuse me. They both men keeping each other fresh now. The crowd cheering on Kofi Kingston, trying to get some momentum through his veins. And Kofi kicks off Drew McIntyre. Will Kofi go for the tag? Oh, I think this is a bad idea by Kofi, but he's going for it anyways. Trouble in Paradise by Kofi Kingston to Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre just goes limp as Kofi now drags the Raw Tag Team Champion away from the ropes, hooking the leg. Will he get the 3, 2? And Drew McIntyre kicks out of the count of 2. Kofi Kingston now just taunting to Drew McIntyre or Dolph Ziggler. But the crowd ain't having it. They're just really upset that Drew kicked out. But now Kofi thrown over the top rope, just how he put Dolph Ziggler in that position earlier in the match. Now Drew doing the exact same thing to what Dolph did to Kofi. Or excuse me, Kofi did to Dolph. Kofi now running at him, both bumping into each other. As Kofi Kingston gets thrown into the steel steps. Drew now picking up Kofi Kingston, throwing him again into the steel steps. That is not gotta feel nice, ladies and gentlemen. Kofi now catching Drew with a knee to the chest. Kofi now throwing Drew into the barricade. With a right hand to Drew McIntyre as he's grabbing his head. That looks like that connected all the way. Now with we're focusing on the left knee of Drew McIntyre. Kofi Kingston, the referee at the count of 7. Kofi running into the ring at the count of 7. Will Drew get up? Will he get back out of the ring before the count of 10? He does before the count of 8 even happens. Looks like we're going for a body slam, but no, Kofi reverses into reverse DDT. Will Kofi tag in now? Kofi Kingston tags in Big E. Big E, the freshman of the two. As you hear the crowd clapping to the New Day Rocks chant. Big E now stopping the midsection of Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre now getting picked up by Big E, but Big E getting caught with a clothesline by the Scottish psychopath. Drew McIntyre now 2 shots, excuse me, 2 shots to the skull. Big E now getting hit with a headbutt. Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? The crowd exploded from that. You heard the impact of that headbutt. But Big E's shaking it off now. Irish Whip to the corner. Shoulder tackle reversed into a DDT by Drew McIntyre. What's Drew going for? Stopping the right leg. Is he going for it? The Claymore kick. Setting up and he connects. And Big E is busted open. You see the blood hooking the leg. 1, 2. Big E kicks out a 2.5, saving himself from the match. Oh my gosh. What a sort of events, ladies and gentlemen. As Drew hits Big E with a body slam now spinning him around, but Big E goes around, kick to the hamstring. Big E now overhead belly to belly suplex from the monster of the New Day. Big E now feeling it, the New Day getting chance from the WWE Universe. Big E now throwing Drew McIntyre into the corner. Oh, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Drew McIntyre getting stomped in. Are we going to see Unicorn Stampede? And we are. Kofi Kingston now stumping a mud hole into Drew McIntyre. Now it's Big E tagging in. And Kofi, and now he's stomping in the mud hole as Kofi tags in again. Kofi Irish trip from Big E, missile drop kick into the ribs of Drew McIntyre's. Dolph Ziggler is not liking that. Big E now taunting. Drew trying to reach for a tag, but Kofi rolls over Drew for a cover. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, and Dolph Ziggler saves the match for the Raw Tag Team Champions. Dolph Ziggler now turning over Big E. Looks like we're going for a reverse DDT, but no, Big E catches himself. Elbow to the midsection. What a suplex from Big E. Now Dolph Ziggler rolling out of the ring. Now this match is essentially a handicap match. Referee counting out Big E, but Drew rolls out of the way. from that elbow. Drew now thrown into the corner by Kofi. Kofi getting thrown in the corner by Drew. Drew Irish whipping him to the opposite corner of the ring. Drew running full speed, but Kofi catches with the left hand. Drew now faster than Kofi, catches him, throws him back in that same corner, but Kofi catches him with the right elbow this time. Kofi now into the turnbuckle again. Drew turning him over. Looks like Drew's getting tired from that sequence. Yeah, it looks like Drew McIntyre's tired, trying to catch his breath, just staring at Kofi Kingston. But Kofi's a little too gassed to do anything about it. Kofi now set up in the trio woe. There's Drew McIntyre now just shoving his boot into the face of Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston now kick to the skull. Oh, Dolph Ziggler with the shot. Dolph Ziggler's not even legal. Kofi Kingston getting hit with a massive chop by Drew McIntyre and knocks him down. Drew McIntyre, the ref didn't do anything again, as I believe it was behind the ref's back. I'm not too sure. I was just so focused on that illegal maneuver. As a tag now from Dolph Ziggler to Drew McIntyre. Excuse me now. Dolph Ziggler's the little man. Famouser connects. I see blood busting open. Both members of the New Day now. Leg sweep by Kofi Kingston. Both members of the New Day now busted open with the Crimson Mask. They gotta bust something out of the book that they haven't done before in order to win this match, it seems. Monkey flip by Kofi Kingston on the third row. Springboard crossbody by Kofi Kingston. What a sequence. The Raw Tag Team Champions have had most of the momentum in this match. Kofi Kingston now tagging Big E. What are they going? Oh my God. Kofi with a big ending. Midnight Hour. Midnight Hour, but with Big E jumping off the top rope. All that weight. It has to be it too. And Drew McIntyre saves the match. Oh my God. Drew McIntyre now busted open with a modified face buster. Dolph Ziggler with a leg sweep. Looks like he's calling for maybe another zigzag, but this time to Big E. And zigzag to Big E. Langston. Ladies and gentlemen, will that be it? Kofi Kingston out of desperation now calling for the ref to distract him as Kofi breaks it up. Kofi and Xavier desperate for that breakup. As Drew McIntyre still laid out. Big E now picking up Dolph Ziggler. I was whipping him into the corner. Big E turning over Dolph Ziggler. He's throwing him shoulder first into the turnbuckle post. Oh my God. Big E now just huge stomp. That might have concaved Dolph Ziggler's chest from the big man. Big E getting caught with an arm drag to strength. And Dolph Ziggler, the amateur wrestling background coming into play. We're getting dragged by Dolph Ziggler, from that huge arm. Dolph Ziggler now with a vintage maneuver. Drew McIntyre, you see, he's back up on his feet. Dolph Ziggler running off the ropes, hitting an elbow drop across the face of Big E. My God, that might have laid him out. Big E looks like he has no idea where he's at. Drew McIntyre now brought into the match. Drew McIntyre setting him up for, oh my God, all this to the neck. Air raid siren. Will he win? 1, 2, 3. The Raw Tag Team Champions have won the unification match from an air raid siren. As you see here, the hop from Big E, from Kofi Kingston, the hop from Kofi Kingston into the European uppercut. As now right here, the maneuver I thought was going to win it when they pulled it out. The Midnight Hour taking the second rope, excuse me. But Big E jumping off the second rope. I thought this was it right here. But we had a 1 and a 2. Might have been it because Drew McIntyre broke up the pin. And here we go, we're end of the match, ladies and gentlemen. The air raid siren. I believe that elbow drop from Dolph Ziggler to the skull helped. Because Big E seemed like he had no idea where he was at. Maybe semi-unconscious, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of the first match. If you hear the crowd going ballistic, the Raw Tag Team Champions, and they're not even going to show off their new gold that they just won with the Tag Team Champions belt from SmackDown Live. They're going to show off what they've been repping since they beat the B Team, and that's Monday Night Raw's Tag Team Championship. As Dolph Ziggler's pointing at his belt and Drew McIntyre leaning against the rope. The crowd does not like this result whatsoever, ladies and gentlemen. The crowd, it's so loud I can barely hear myself talk. The fact is, there's so much heat behind those two men. Well, later tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we got the Raw Women's Champion and the SmackDown Live Women's Champion unification match in Charlotte and Ronda Rousey. In the main event, Roman Reigns with AJ Styles for the men unification match. As right now, we got the Intercontinental and United States unification match. We got Seth Rollins coming out, ladies and gentlemen. Two-time Intercontinental Champion. This man is a Grand Slam champion. He's won everything WWE has to offer before they offered the Universal Championship. This man, Monday Night Rollins, is here to prove his battleground that this is his show. That Monday Night Raw is Monday Night Rollins, and he will dominate no matter who is in his way. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a workhorse division unification match, as the Intercontinental Championship has demonstrated the workhorses of WWE for a long, long time. Mr. Perfect, Ultimate Warrior, we've had Chris Benoit, we've had Randy Orton, anyone you could think of that has won that Intercontinental Championship has demonstrated that they are a workhorse for the WWE division. Seth Rollins now showing off, he's soaking in all this energy. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The King of Strong Style has arrived in WWE. Shinsuke Nakamura. His first championship in the WWE was an NXT champion. He's one of two men to be a two-time NXT champion, the other one being Samoa Joe, the Samoa Submission Machine, but he is not here tonight, unfortunately, due to just his card being his unification matches. Nonetheless, this is Shinsuke Nakamura's first main roster championship, as before WrestleMania, he was going against AJ Styles for the WWE Championship, who is performing tonight against Roman Reigns for the Undisputed Men's Championship tonight. As well as Shinsuke Nakamura is the 2018 Men's Royal Rumble winner. He had the opportunity to face AJ Styles at WrestleMania 34, but was too short to come up top and become the winner. If he would have beat AJ, he would also be a WWE champion and maybe facing Roman Reigns in the main event tonight. Nonetheless, this workhorse division does not shame anybody. Shinsuke Nakamura is not the only man who's been crazy and been a workhorse in WWE to hold this title. Jeff Hardy is also the champion. Chris Jericho, Kevin Owens, Daniel Bryan, as well as the 16-time world champion John Cena, the man who has tied that world title record with the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Shinsuke Nakamura now soaking in the love from the crowd, as both men are loved by this crowd. I can tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, the crowd during this match is going to be split 50-50, but the respect will be at 100%. Ladies and gentlemen, the crowd has now calmed down in respect for these two champions, these two workhorses. Seth Rollins hands over the Intercontinental Championship, and Shinsuke Nakamura hands over the United States Championship. There you see it, the last time you'll see those belts separated. Both divisions will be soaked in one, as Seth Rollins from Monday Night Raw and Shinsuke Nakamura from SmackDown Live. Get ready. Referee rings the bell. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Seth Rollins right out the bat with the Michinoku driver. Right out the bat, Seth Rollins now with the right hand and the DDT. Catches Shinsuke Nakamura off his game, but Shinsuke Nakamura rolls out. Both men call a double tie-up. Seth Rollins against the ropes. Referee now breaking it up. Oh, here we go. Shinsuke with the mind games of what he's good at. Here we go. Nakamura taunting Seth Rollins with a come on. He hits him with a German suplex. That might have gotten to Seth Rollins' head a little bit. Seth now getting caught with possibly a body slam, but Seth Rollins reverses it. Dropping Shinsuke Nakamura throat first into the bottom rope. Catches him with a penalty kick into the chest. Seth Rollins now picking up Shinsuke Nakamura, possibly going for a body slam, but reversed into a neck breaker by the King of Strong Style. Shinsuke Nakamura floated over Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins now shoulder tackle into Shinsuke Nakamura. Both men have each other's number here, just back and forth contest. Seth now throwing Shinsuke into the ropes. Single leg dropkick misses as Shinsuke Nakamura sidesteps. Both men missing each other. Shinsuke was going for a kick to the head. And Seth was grabbing Shinsuke Nakamura, but Shinsuke Nakamura floats over again and puts him in a reverse DDT. Shinsuke Nakamura now dragging Seth Rollins into the center of the ring, lifting him up. Here's where Shinsuke Nakamura's Strong Style comes out as the knee strikes to the skull come to Seth Rollins, as Shinsuke Nakamura's MMA background comes out. Seth Rollins now laid up as he's getting up on his feet. Shinsuke Nakamura's on second rope, going for a drop kick, connects to the skull of Seth Rollins. Shinsuke now taunting to the crowd as they're playing in favor for both men. This match is out of respect. Seth now, Shinsuke ducks up, but Seth catches him with the rebound. Shinsuke rolls out, but he comes back in. Seth now catches him with the right forearm. Shinsuke now dragging Seth by the hair, pulling him into the corner. Seth counters 2 elbows into the third into the midsection. Seth now collects himself, kneeling fireman's carry, countered by Shinsuke Nakamura. Seth Rollins now with the shot to the midsection. Missile drop kick. Really, that was a fast missile drop kick by Seth Rollins. Oh my gosh. Shinsuke now with the right hand. Nakamura now he's getting caught with a float over in the body slam. Dragon suplex. Seth Rollins will hook up both arms with a suplex. And now Seth Rollins with a springboard cross body. Now rolling him over. 1. Only getting a count on 1 by Nakamura. The crowd going crazy. They're so loud in this match. They just love what they're seeing from the Workhorse division. As Rollins now focused on the left shoulder of Shinsuke Nakamura, but Shinsuke Nakamura jawbreaker. To Seth Rollins now countering shot. Oh, we see a landslide. Oh, but counter into a bulldog by Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins now working on the face, raking the eyes. Seth Rollins for a backdrop suplex to the King of Strong Style, working on that left arm again. Rollins now with a right forearm, another one. That was a right punch, excuse me now. Rollins with a underhook suplex. Seth Rollins now taunting into the crowd. It's incredible. Shinsuke Nakamura throwing Seth Rollins across the ring, but Seth Rollins catches his feet. Knees Shinsuke Nakamura into the midsection. Northern Light suplex with the bridge. Nakamura kicks out at one. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, didn't see that, but that was quite the maneuver. Seth Rollins out with the schoolboy. Step right up with a super kick. Nakamura demonstrating a lot of speed from that, just baiting Seth Rollins, possibly playing with him tonight. Seth Rollins now catching for the rebound. Ripcord knee. Connects. But Nakamura has his hand under the rope. Seth Rollins is really bad in-ring positioning. Seth Rollins just so much momentum, so much adrenaline. Another ripcord knee by Seth Rollins. But again, Nakamura under the rope. Seth Rollins has so much adrenaline going through his veins that he has no idea where Nakamura is with the ring positioning. Nakamura coming back there with the arm drag. Seth Rollins now grabbing the arm. That might have hurt him a little more than we thought. Body splashes. Nakamura lands on the arm. The form of Seth Rollins. One and a kick out of one by Monday Night Rollins. Ladies and gentlemen, Nakamura now dropping the right elbow on Seth Rollins' face. Rollins now coming with the jawbreaker. Seth Rollins super kick to the midsection. Going for a cutter possibly, but reversed by Nakamura as he's thrown off. Oh my God! Strong elbow by Nakamura into the temple of Seth Rollins as you saw him just go limp. Oh my God! Rollins trying to crawl away, but Nakamura catches him, now picking him up. Going in the fireman's carry position. Fireman's carrying. Oh my God, is that a Falcon Zero? One. Kick out one as Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins now thrown over the top rope. Nakamura now with the shoulder tackle. Now Nakamura sliding out of the ring, excuse me. Both men on the outside. Rollins catches Nakamura as he's taunting him. Setting him up in a powerbomb position. And Nakamura catching him with the fist as the third punch connects. Both been really slow because we're going back and forth really fast. Nakamura again caught with a belly to back suplex, excuse me, by Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins now taunted to the crowd. Rollins now working the neck of Nakamura. Referee at the count of 5. Will both men get back into the ring? Rollins going back. Rollins going up top, showing that he's the workhorse. Frog splash to the outside. Shinsuke Nakamura feeling all of that on the outside of the ring. Rollins now picking up Nakamura, but Nakamura with a double leg takedown. As Seth Rollins with that frog splash reset the count. Referee is now only at the count of 2. But Rollins catching Nakamura with a neck breaker or a jaw breaker, excuse me, of his own. Rollins now throwing Nakamura back into the ring. Rollins now getting back in the ring at the count of 4. Seth Rollins demonstrating workhorse quality maneuvers tonight. Nakamura catches him with a hip toss. Shinsuke Nakamura now. Kinshasa! Kinshasa by Shinsuke Nakamura. Runs away from the ropes. Will he get the 3? And a 2.9 by Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh my God. Shinsuke Nakamura only got a 2.9. Seth Rollins barely kick it out. Seth Rollins really showing that this is his show, Monday Night Rollins. Nakamura thrown in the corner now. Rollins Dropping Nakamura face first into the second turnbuckle. Nakamura's busted wide open now with another penalty kick by Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins now in some kind of overdrive mode, now throwing Nakamura into the corner again. Oh boy. This move has ended careers, ladies and gentlemen. A buckle bomb. Shinsuke Nakamura rolling on his stomach. Rollins falling into the cover. 1, 2, and a 2.9 by Shinsuke Nakamura as well. Both men demonstrating that they're both fighting for this, wanting to be the top of this division. Nakamura getting hit again. A ripcord knee, the third one of this match. Nakamura's heads into the ropes. The referee doesn't see it. He's in a bad position. And Seth Rollins wins the Unified Intercontinental United States Championship. What a match you see here. The MMA style knee strikes to the skull of Seth Rollins by Shinsuke Nakamura. Here we go, the schoolboy super kick by Seth Rollins. And here's a Kinshasa by Shinsuke Nakamura. I thought it was it here, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, 1 and a 2, but a kick out last second. And here's where I ended it all, ladies and gentlemen. That third ripcord knee. I believe that should have been a rope break as well, but the referee in a bad position finished his head under the ropes. What a win. What a match nonetheless, even with the bad call, to be honest. But what a match nonetheless. And I doubt this will be the last time we see these two men face in the WWE ring again, as Triple H will definitely have something to say about this in the next episode of Monday Night Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, the main event tonight's show is Roman Reigns versus AJ Styles for the undisputed men's championship. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, before that co-main event match is the undisputed women's championship match. We have the Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey coming out. Crowd not so fired up for Ronda. Maybe because of her opponent Charlotte, they feel that Ronda isn't deserving of this. I'm not so sure. Ladies and gentlemen, the crowd very quiet compared to how they just were with Rollins and Nakamura. Maybe they feel that Ronda earned the title too fast, but you gotta admit she does have talent. That she's still a rookie, still making some mistakes, but she is, I believe, one of the best rookies that WWE has seen in a very long time. Okay, now dials down. The crowd just fires up for the SmackDown Live Women's Champion. She is royalty, ladies and gentlemen, Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair, the daughter of the 16-time world champion, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. That man has set records in championship history. And looks like his daughter, Charlotte, wants to do the same. With the amount of times a woman has held a WWE Women's title. Charlotte now taking off the majestic robe, just like her daddy has. Charlotte with a cartwheel now, demonstrating the athleticism, pointing in the ring, telling Ronda, I'm going to beat you fair and square in there and show you I am the workhorse of the women's division, and I have the Nature Boy's bloodline in my veins, and I am the best in the women's division. You see Ronda now handing the Raw Women's Championship over to the referee, and Charlotte handing over the SmackDown Live Women's Championship over. And this is the last time, ladies and gentlemen, that those championships will be separate. As I said, for every match. Now Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair. Referee, let's get this match started now. Ronda Rousey, the suplex right off the bat. Ladies and gentlemen, the crowd is so rowdy, no pun intended, that I can't even hear any of the impacts on the mat. Charlotte now stretching the back of Ronda Rousey, trying to wear that back out, possibly for a natural selection. I wear that midsection out. Is Ronda now getting turned over in the sit-up position. Charlotte picking up Ronda. Chop, but misses. Ronda rolls through. Ronda throwing Charlotte down, slapping her in the face. The disrespect to the SmackDown Live Women's Champion. Ronda working on the leg of Charlotte, possibly gonna try to steal a finisher tonight, going for a figure four, shades of her daddy maybe. Nonetheless, Ronda working down Charlotte Flair from the legs down, and Charlotte catches Ronda. Ronda now getting hit with a face first into the mat. Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair pretty back and forth in this match, ladies and gentlemen. What a suplex. As Charlotte now won. A kick out at one. Ronda Rousey throws that chop, but Charlotte catches her with a DDT. Charlotte Flair now picking up Ronda Rousey, setting her up in a fireman's carry position. What are we going to see, ladies and gentlemen? A flapjack by Charlotte Flair. Ronda Rousey, she is one of the best rookies, but nonetheless she is a rookie as she is getting manhandled in this match now. Charlotte Flair trying to decide what move to do next, but Ronda rolling out of the way. A double leg takedown. Here's that judo background from Ronda Rousey. Ronda now picking up Charlotte Flair. Ronda thrown over the top rope. Charlotte getting caught with the right forearm of Ronda Rousey. Ronda now catching Charlotte with those shots and knocking her down with a clothesline. Ronda once again working on the leg of Charlotte Flair as Charlotte is hurting. You see Charlotte's left leg is starting to hurt. Ronda now caught. Oh my god. Oh my god! Throwing Charlotte on her neck. Going for the cover, holding the arm down. 1, 2. Charlotte kicks out of 2. Ronda Rousey possibly shortening the career of Charlotte Flair. As Ronda now calling for, are we going to see the armbar? Ronda, see the inexperience of Ronda, too short as she miscalculates as Charlotte throws her over. Ronda's going for another double leg, but Charlotte counters her again. Charlotte now dropping the elbow on the back of Ronda Rousey's skull. Ronda now hitting her with the snapmare, spreading her arms out in a wingspan. But Charlotte fighting out of it. Left elbow into the chest. Charlotte now another fireman's carry. Setting her up, backpack position. Backpack stunner by Charlotte Flair. Ronda with the athleticism, with the head scissors, throwing her over with a kip up. Ronda now kick to the midsection. Ronda, oh my god, not again. Dropping her on the neck again, oh my god. Ronda Rousey coming back, but with really heavy shots and an armbar. Armbar connects. Armbar connecting. Charlotte Flair, will she tap? Ronda has the armbar. Locked and loaded. She has it, and she taps. And she taps. Oh my god. What an upset from the Raw Women's Champion. I don't think anyone was expecting that, ladies and gentlemen. As here we see the backpack stunner from Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair was countering with a lot of moves, but Ronda Rousey was coming back, and when she did come back, she came back with very heavy-hitting moves. Here's what ended the match. Very fast. I think fastest match of the night is the armbar. As you see, Charlotte getting her arm torqued by Ronda Rousey, and she just had no other choice but to tap out. What an upset victory. And you see Ronda Rousey now. Ronda grabbing both belts. The crowd died down very much. I don't think they liked that result. Ronda Rousey now undisputed women's champion on Monday Night Raw. But ladies and gentlemen, that did not change nonetheless. But the main event tonight is Roman Reigns, the Universal Champion, versus AJ Styles, the WWE Champion, for the Undisputed Men's Championship. coming up right now. Here we go. This is new music. Roman Reigns. Looks like he's got a change of attitude. Coming out in traditional wrestling attire instead of the SWAT gear that he normally wears ever since the Shield split up. Roman Reigns the Universal Championship as the crowd is just booing this man. Boos have dialed down, but nonetheless they're still booing. You see the crowd. There's a couple Roman Reigns fans. You heard that fan over there yelling, "Now we're talking," but Roman Reigns with a horse on the back of his trucks. Possibly a lot of men want to represent this era, ladies and gentlemen, is the workhorse era, I believe. They want to show that they're the best, the most athletic, as Roman Reigns shows up the the Universal Championship, as the crowd just erupting in boos. Just roaring in boos as Roman Reigns shows off his Universal Championship. As I was saying, this era of wrestling is the workhorse era. Everyone wants to show how athletic they are, that they are the best at what they do. As you hear the crowd just total flip of the coin. Ladies and gentlemen, the WWE Champion, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. This man has been wrestling for a very long time, as he wrestled in WCW as it was dying out, then went into the indie scene for a while and then turned up at TNA, and that's where he made his home ground. That's where he made his name a staple in wrestling. And then as he left TNA, he went to New Japan Pro Wrestling and Ring of Honor, went back to the Indies, but his career, he revived his career, resurrected his career in New Japan, joining the Bullet Club, becoming their leader. And after he left New Japan, he came here to WWE in the Royal Rumble and actually came out as number 3 against this man, Roman Reigns, that he's about to face right now. AJ Styles wearing a mask, representing the club that him, Gallows, and Anderson were a part of before the draft, but now everyone's on one roster. Everyone's back together. Roman Reigns handing over that Universal Championship he beat Brock Lesnar for at SummerSlam, and AJ Styles handing over that WWE Championship he's been holding since he beat Jinder Mahal. Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, the main event, ladies and gentlemen. Referee, ring that bell. Here we go. Roman Reigns with a kick to the midsection, going for a neck breaker right off the bat. Roman Reigns, the younger man out of the two of them, trying to show that out of the matches they've had before at Extreme Rules and the encounter they had at Royal Rumble, that he is still the best. Roman Reigns now getting hit with the Northern Lights suplex cover, but gets kicked out before a count of 1. AJ Styles now picking up Roman Reigns. AJ Styles, the veteran of the two. With the knee to the midsection, knee to the chest. AJ now hitting Roman with a German suplex, possibly throwing a little shade at Brock Lesnar and that feud that Roman had for years against the Beast Incarnate. Roman now off the ropes. AJ, missile dropkick, but misses as Roman sidesteps. Roman now going with a shot. AJ catches him. This is clothesline to Roman Reigns. As Roman rolls out, the crowd is going ballistic as they love AJ Styles with the momentum. Roman Reigns now with AJ Styles against the ropes, slingshotting him off. The shot, 2-shot, but no, AJ catches with a punch to the midsection. Roman Reigns, though, coming back, has him in a follow slam position, but AJ floats over now. AJ Styles now just coming back with maneuvers. AJ's throwing Reigns over the top rope, and once again, another shoulder tackle. That's been the theme tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Throwing your opponent over the top rope in a shoulder tackle. Roman Reigns is going to get his arm. Oh, no. Roman Reigns was going to get his arm worked, but Roman Reigns with a shot. With a right shot. AJ Styles by AJ throwing Roman into the apron. AJ now hitting Roman with a suplex. Roman counters with a knee strike to the top of the skull. Schoolboy cover. Into a power bomb in AJ Styles' head. Hits the steel steps. That has to rock AJ. That has to affect his game plan. Roman Reigns now throwing AJ into the steps as AJ's grabbing his midsection. Referee at the count of 7. Now at the count of 8. Roman throwing AJ into the ring. Bringing the action back into the ring as the referee was about to get a count of 9. But Roman Reigns now flicking the momentum onto his side. Roman Reigns a jumping elbow drop to AJ Styles. Roman Reigns now getting hit with the jawbreaker by the Phenomenal One. Roman Reigns throwing AJ Styles over the rope with a right shot to the face. Now both of them back outside. The head has to be throbbing from AJ from that collision, from that power bomb that he received from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns now with a knee to the head. AJ Styles now picking up Roman Reigns. Roman's shrugging it off and throwing AJ Styles back into the ring. Both of them are very back and forth with power. But Roman Reigns has been demonstrating a lot more strength in this match. Trying to prove that he's the big dog. As Roman Reigns now snapmare to AJ Styles, locking him in a headlock, showing off the strength, probably talking some smack in the WWE Champion's face. AJ Styles now fired up, firing some momentum. Elbow shots to the midsection of Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns getting caught with another jawbreaker. Roman Reigns throwing AJ's hands out of the way, catching with the right hand. Roman Reigns neck breaker, but reverse doesn't even do anything. Roman Reigns setting up for a neck breaker, but counters it into a shot to the back of the skull and a kick out by AJ Styles. AJ was probably really feeling the pain on the back of his head. Roman Reigns now taunting the WWE Universe, playing with them as they're booing him out of the building. AJ catching him though, probably wasn't a good idea. AJ finding some time to recover for Styles Clash attempt, but Roman Reigns throws himself over and gets out of it with that crucifix positioning that he put himself in as AJ catches him with the knee to the face. Roman Reigns with a spear out of nowhere, rolling up for the cover. AJ had his hand under the rope, and the referee saw it that time. The crowd going ballistic, losing their minds. No matter you like Roman or not, you gotta admit this kid has been coming up with some crazy counters. AJ counters on Northern Lights, kicking himself over the ropes, possibly screwing himself too. Roman Reigns kicking out of 2. Both men showing crazy resiliency in this match. AJ Styles calling for a maneuver. Crowd going crazy. AJ Styles setting him up, lifting him up. Here we go. Styles Clash hooking the arms. Falling down. Styles Clash connects, ladies and gentlemen. Going for the cover, rolling over. Oh my God. AJ. What? What? Cesaro? Cesaro's not even scheduled to be here tonight. What's Cesaro? Why is this music hitting? Your guess is as good as mine, ladies and gentlemen. AJ Styles and the referee confused on what is going on. Cesaro's here! AJ catching him with a jawbreaker, possibly messing up the tooth that he messed up before. When he went face first into the turnbuckle, AJ put him in a calf crusher, probably just so overwhelmed. So much adrenaline tonight through all the talents of veins, ladies and gentlemen. As AJ puts him in a calf crusher position but realizes that he can't because he's not in the match. So Cesaro just rolls out as Roman catches him with a European uppercut and runs back and hits him with a Superman punch, laying out the Phenomenal One. Roman Reigns now picking up AJ Styles' carcass, setting him up for a suplex. What a modified kind of suplex that Roman Reigns does, grabbing the waist. Roman Reigns now, what's he going for? Roman Reigns setting up for a power. Oh no. Insult to injury. Styles Clash from the big dog. Roman Reigns rolling over 1, 2, and he got 3. No! AJ Styles kicks out the Styles Clash. If anyone should kick out of that, it should be the man that created it. And Roman Reigns now taunting to the Phenomenal One. AJ taking that second to breathe, coming back with another jawbreaker. Roman tossing AJ. Roman fired up now. AJ coming up to his feet. Roman kicking him down, treating him like he's dirt. Roman Reigns now with a clothesline, and another clothesline connects. Roman running, ducking over. Roman jumping clothesline. John Cena? John Cena's in the house. John Cena going for AJ Styles. Roman Reigns go back into the ring. Oh no! Roman Reigns catches John Cena with the elbow. John Cena catching with a hip toss. Referee calls for disqualification. Cena now grabbing him, letting go. Kick to the midsection. Right hand, left hand, hitting him. Attitude adjustment connects. John Cena. Crowd chanting Cena. The match is no contest. We don't have an Undisputed Miss Cesaro coming back. We don't have an Undisputed Miss Champion. Cesaro sweeping the leg of John Cena. Cesaro now setting him up for the Gotch neutralizer. Neutralizer connects. Cesaro now taunting at John Cena. AJ Styles is coming back into the mix. Cesaro taunting in the same corner. AJ Styles hitting Cesaro with the German suplex off the second rope. AJ Styles, the crowd is very upset with this ending. We don't end the show with the Undisputed Men's Champion. The crowd fired back up as AJ's gonna hit the Phenomenal Forearm on Cesaro. Straight into the temple. AJ Styles taunting the crowd, showing that he is the Phenomenal One. The crowd loving it. AJ now in the corner. Oh, Roman's back. He's recovered from the attitude adjustment. AJ Styles doesn't see him. Roman set up. Spear. Spear to the Phenomenal One. Spear to the WWE Champion. We do not have a winner, a clean winner. Roman Reigns now picking up AJ, turning him over. Roman Reigns now. What a move! I don't know what he's want to call that, but what a move from Roman Reigns, making a statement as the Universal Champion. Roman Reigns now just grabbing his belt from the timekeeper's area. He's walking out. The crowd just booing Roman. As you see here, AJ rolled back on his stomach. We got dual cams, ladies and gentlemen. AJ now on all fours, trying to recover from that new maneuver that Roman Reigns has just busted out. AJ now on one knee, but Roman Reigns is walking out in WWE.